Hey everyone, we're back with Evil Genius. Following on from the previous episode, last time on Evil Genius 2.1, we are building the freezer room now, and we are in the process of obviously having a dearth of power, which we're happy about, and moving most of the lockers down from here, which is where the Uber trap is going to be, to their new location, which is down here at the bottom of the base. And we're getting rid of the control room because it's not being used for anything really. It's not providing us any data on here. You can see we're now stealing $12,590 dollars every single 60 seconds. Every 60 seconds. So in that regard, it's pretty good. We've got a decent number of people in the various important areas because some of these areas, a lot of money. So we can't tell how much money specifically they've got because the control room is not yet built and we destroyed the last one. So, you know, I mean, we got 93,000 in that regard, so it gives us more to play with. I think what we'll do now is we'll put in the additional power that we wanted so that we've got that entire area built and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, if I remember rightly, we built a gold storage area here. So what we're going to do, like that, I think. Or shall we put it like that? Okay. See, I'm wondering if it's worth going like that. And then you build the thing there, and then all the gold builds up here. I think we'll do that. And then what we'll do is we'll put a room in, like so. Or a door. That's not a room, it's a door, idiot. Now, let's see, we don't... Oh, fire extinguishers, very important. Let's build some fire extinguishers on this section here. And there as well. Because we're going to need them. All over the base. The unfortunate reality of life. So, that's all built in that regard. And we are just kind of... Because this corridor is going to get blocked off, which reminds me. Door. Door. Because we're going to delete that. Because essentially this entrance to the base, which will not be disguised, which this one will be an... Oh, that's an interesting thing. Wonder what's in there. No access to the base whatsoever. Straight into the Uber trap. Give me loads of money. Essentially is that plan. Now, let's see. There we go. So that's pretty much all we can do there. Once all that's moved, we'll have to delete that entire room and any additional things that are in there. Because we won't have the capacity to have all of them until we get the new lockers. Whether or not we could put another one in there. Oh yeah, we could put another one in there. That's alright then. So we'll look to see what we can move. We'll move that one. Put him in there. And then one of his friends in there like so. So that's the moving regime that we have set up now. Yeah, I'd say it's looking relatively okay right now. Not too fussed with how things are going. Money is starting to come in, so we're at less of a stretch with respect to finances. I'm just waiting for the people to come in so that I can... Let's just do that a little bit, shall we? Get some additional people in. Take it down to under 50. There we go. So there we'll have at least another group of people coming in to help us with our moving and to help us with everything else. So that's going to be helpful. Just a little injection of people, resource, should help us in that regard. But, you know, these things take time. And it's just a fact of life, I suppose. We just have to try and balance it as best we can. There we go, the freezer room being built. We may then be able to... See, most of these, that's not been purchased. Most of the stuff has been purchased now, so I'll have to move that one. Need to be more financially prudent in that regard. Otherwise, you're just pissing money away. We don't really want to do that. He pauses to wipe his eye because he's nearly awake, even though it is technically speaking 20 minutes past 11 on a Sunday. So, nearly conscious. Nearly. Not quite, but nearly. There we go. The freezer room. Room a la freeze. Being built. Let's build a control room. We've deleted the old control room up here. And now you can see fire extinguishers ready. Being put in. Actually, what we need to do is put in these things here, because they'll be needed when we have the Uber trap running. Let's just put in some more stuff here as well. Like so. So that'll all be part of the Uber trap. Obviously, once we get later on down the line where we've got freaks, then we can put a freak in a room. He can just wander back and forth and he'll just keep setting off the Uber trap. While you have this stuff in here, there's a chance that the people stuck in the Uber trap, until you have the gas, will keep destroying it. But then it's a delicate balance, because if they don't have the gas to kind of make them stupid, they'll keep running back over the platform. As soon as you have the gas, there'll be nobody to keep running over the platforms, because they'll just sit there scratching their head all the time. So it's kind of, you know, out of the frying pan into the fire sort of situation. It's not ideal, but, you know, it's a way to help you generate money from the start. Let's get rid of that. There you go, we can't afford the room. It's going to be one of these. Let's build that gold room, because then we can get this out of the way and use it for other constructions if we need to. Let's see. What do we have here? So we still haven't captured the maid yet, but we're still generating, you know, a decent a wodge of cash in that regard. So let's put 3 in there. They've got 5. Put 2 more in there. Let's put 1, 2, 3 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, obviously, sacrificing these guys building stuff in order to steal more money is definitely advantageous for us. It does slow down the pace of the game a little bit, but it means that we get a decent bufferage of money in place, ready for when we need to have the money for rebuilding stuff when agents start blowing crap up, as they invariably do every single bloody time. 820 power. Fantastic. Serious amounts of pooer. So, yeah, there's not really much else I can say in that regard. Now, let's see. Could we conceivably put another one of those in there? Yes, we can. Actually, no. Let's leave it out because you've got two there and we got two there. So it's not the end of the world. Right. Where's our girl? Let's put her in the secure room.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's locked and nobody has access to it. So she'll just sit here and scratch herself and mind her own business, really. Now, as you can see, more stuff being moved. We still don't have all the capacity that I would like, but look at that, 12,990 being pinched every minute. It's going to go up again. See? Down there and down there. 15,690. Oh dear. Get rid of that for the time being. So, all we got to do now is basically wait while the money pours in and wait for our depleted force of minions, of which there's probably 10, maybe total, in this area to finish moving everything around. Not ideal, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Lady is secure. Now, I'm wondering, do we have the ability to build... No, we can't build the safe place for our girl yet. So that'll have to wait. Probably end up building it here somewhere, or maybe down here. Now, no place to get food, so all my guys probably starving. Never mind. There we go, freezer room done. Now, I'm wondering whether or not I should take the plunge and just delete this room now. Screw it. Deleting that bit. And then we'll bring our lady over here.
Oh, yeah. Way ahead of you, darling.
Because then we'll delete this room here. But we won't be able to delete it while that's there.
Nice.
That's it. Get over there, girl. So, as I pause to sneeze, there we go. Then it means that I want to try and get to a situation where there's as few minions trapped down here as possible while we rebuild this room here. But it's got a small sort of choky type entrance in there, so I'm quite pleased with that. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. But we can always redo that. There we go. There goes that room. Oh. Damn. Oh well. Well, we'll need those again anyway, so they'll probably catch fire because they can't be accessed. So it's not the end of the world. Now, let's see. Because of that we can't move it or do anything about it yet. Ever so slightly annoying, but whatever. Go and stand in there, my lady. So, let's see. Let's let the numbers increase. 67. There we go. A few more guys coming in. Both sides. Again, can't move that. See, can't delete that until that's done. I don't really have much option except waiting for that to be completed. Get rid of these. That'll free up a little bit of transit space with respect to moving through that area. Hopefully, it means that they'll be able to do what they need to do. Now, let's see. Let's keep this up here for the moment, I think. Just to provide ease of access, because we don't have to worry about any agents stealing it. It's not until we capture the maid do we need to worry about putting stuff down there. So, yeah, I'd say we're in a relatively okay position. Anybody in there? There we go. See, we're just using all these troops. As many as we can. See, there you go. Told you. Caught fire already because there's no access to them, so they can't be maintained. They'll eventually explode, catch fire, and disappear, so we don't need to worry about them for the time being. Until such times as, aha. There we go. See, now we can delete that room. But I'm going to wait while we build and move this stuff here. Because, there we go. See, that rack's going to go in there. There's our boy. There we go. So, good situation. These all need to come out first. Those are going to catch fire and explode. Lady's safe over there. And money is starting to come in. So, there you go. There's money being taken out that then got dropped. One thing we do need to do, we need to put a door in there. And a door in there. And then we put in these. So basically anyone who's trying to break into the Uber trap sets off the Uber trap for those people who are inside the Uber trap. So that's essentially why we do that. But it also means that the trouble with that is that when soldiers come along, they have a tendency to destroy all this stuff. It's extremely frustrating and very annoying, but you know, it's what soldiers do. It's their job to be a pain in the arse, and they certainly are. So everything is being moved around, transferred, all that kind of funky good stuff. See what I mean? I don't know if is it like going into the roof? We can't zoom out and see the roof. Maybe we'll have that opportunity that, oh, I just thought, what if you're in Evil Genius 2, if you can build multiple layers of an evil base? How cool would that be? So you zoom out several times, so you could have, for example, your evil genius at the top of the base in his secret room, and then you go down one level, and that's where security is, and then down another level, that's where engineering and research is, and then you go down the final level, and of course my base is on fire. Fire alert. There we go. Well, there you go. splat. That's where they were. So these guys here, let's get rid of you. Then we'll be in a position to delete this room and everything else thereafter. I tell a lie now. Basically, once we've deleted this section here, we'll then build it again, but as a what's the word for it? Cannot think of the flipping word right now. There we go, an armory. So that entire room will be an armory because the freezer will be down here with plenty of freezy capacity. So that's what we're planning here. Even though we don't have a huge amount of troops available to us. See, 92 out of 99. Let's just squeeze that, the last vestiges, and the full 99. There we have it. Thought I saw an enemy agent there for a second. I must be imagining things. I am possibly going completely mad. Well, going is questionable as well. Anyway, as you can see, additional stuff. And these are all going to be linked to this thing here. So this unit will be linked to that unit, which will then be linked to the other units going round. So that's the plan, the Bijou Planet right there. So, still not moved yet. But we do have additional people coming in now.
I don't care how many men it takes.
Damn right. So that's built. These final bits are being built. There's the new gold room. These things still remain to be moved. Power is good. Power is very good, in fact. Got 820, we're only using 58, so under the circumstances, the power situation is fantastic for us. And the maid's wandering around our base, so we'll be able to basically easily capture her when it comes to that point. Now, there you go. 2 more items built for the power for this unit here. For the control room. And then we're diddly done in that respect. Now, there we go. They're now white, so they're going to be removed. And these guys need to be removed. Because once they've been removed, we can then delete that entire room. And we can build our Uber trap. Because our Uber trap will cost money, because these things here ain't cheap. Yeah, see, 8 grand each time. See, everything costs money these days. Unfortunate reality. Come on, pick it up. Good boy. Now destroy it. He's just waiting for his friend to get out of there. And then that room will be covered over. Come on. In red tarpaulin. And the room will be removed. There you have it. So, now, this is where we build the corridor. This room full of corridor, basically. Now, what we're going to do is they're going to get blown from there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we kind of built a central section like this. Now, they're going to get blown that way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So a little bit more there, which is fine, which is what we want. And then they get blown there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. So that, and we need it a little bit back because otherwise they get hit there and they die. So that is a good arrangement as far as I can see right now. Now, what we then start doing is we then start putting the blowers in. So these wind machines. Now, 1 goes, or 3 go there. 3 go here. 3 go here. And 3 go there. Now, the reason for that is because what will happen is these 2 here, which will be the first ones. So they're linked together, okay? And all these pads set off that first one there, which then links to this one, which then links to this one, and this one. And this is essentially how you set up an Uber trap with the linking. Like so. Now, what will happen eventually is that we will be able to put in gas traps like this. So, you know, we'll be able to put these kind of things in here and essentially gas them predominantly to just make them stupid or lose their loyalty. And you've got a red gas trap, the poison gas trap, which is in there should you wish to clear the Uber trap out. But you won't need to do that, because what happens with these Uber traps, a slight unfortunate bug, is they get caught and then they get blown into this wall here and it basically die from the impact. And it's a bug that's in the game and there's not much we can do about it, basically. So the cold hard reality there. So, you know, we're not hooking up any of this stuff here. But now we're building Uber trap. Why can we not? Oh, that's why we can't destroy that corridor, because that's there. So, once we've built the Uber trap, we'll be able to move the gold and destroy... Oh, look, 180,000. How lovely. We'll be able to build that now. Interesting, we've got people in the power. You can see the numbers, you see. So, 9... or question mark there, there's not enough people in there. So 6, 2, 9 and 7, see, 9 money, 4, 9 there as well. This is why we go to certain locations, because they're good for the money. And that's not a full control room, so not everybody is detailed to do that, so that's fine. Now, let's see. Let's turn these guys off. Because what I want them to do is I want them to all leave. Get past this particular section here. Let's get our boy over here. And put these to level 4 doors. Now, the good thing about the level 4 doors is nobody will enter them. But if you have any guards or bodyguards or anything like that, they will stand in guard outside these doors. So the idea is that anybody who makes it into the base through here, which will be a disguised entry eventually, will go through here, and then we'll have to run the gamut of your guards to make it anywhere into the base. So that's essentially the gig right there. Nice. So, that's all that there. How many more minions do we have down here? Not that many. Oh, that's all done, which is great. So we don't have to worry about that. And all these minions are now running back up to the top of the area. And we can then make use of that. Let's see. Boom.
I don't care how many men it takes.
Let's get the girl to make that a priority. And then move her out of the way. There we go. It's now white, so it means somebody's been tasked to that job. So we just have to wait and see who it's going to be. Once that's done, then we can build the new thing. Maybe take out that little section there just to give it a little bit of more sort of movement area, sort of. I don't know. Maybe I won't be able to do that. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Right, there we have it. So, the armory. A lovely big armory, just what we're after. No, that actually needs to be, do that again. Put that there, and that there. So that'll make it a relatively okay entrance. And then there. There we go. So that's going to get built quite quickly. And then obviously we'll be able to put... I'm just using the right mouse button in case you didn't know. Right mouse button to rotate things. Very easy. And then we'll put a door in there. That's going to be a high security door when we have high security doors. So this is pretty built. I mean, you know, it's nearly done. So we'll be in a good position to essentially wire up the Uber trap. Because what we do is, at the moment, this is set to level 2 doors. So in case you're not aware, these are all the various doors. So you can see, there we go. Anyone can use this door. Only minions and henchmen can use the door. Level 3, only your evil self can use this door. And level 4, evil self, and you want it guarded to be sure. So that's why this guy here is standing in guard outside these doors. Now, when we get the guards, they'll be able to basically arm themselves and then stand in this corridor. So anybody who makes their way through there will come under attack almost immediately, which is kind of what we're after. So let's have a look at our numbers. 145, pretty good. So can't really complain too much about that. Whether or not we'll need more, I don't know. So there we go, that's built. Let's put in a door there and a door there. And also, let's put in the important there. So that's fine. I mean, obviously we can put lockers in there as part of this mod, but I don't see any reason to do so right now. There's space here for control, power units, lots of area for the building of... What's the word I'm looking for? Other things. Yeah, basically the where you arm up. So, you know, plenty of that goodness. So, a few things being built there. Money is looking good. And I think that's where we're going to end this week's episode. I hope you boys and girls have enjoyed. We'll see you next time.